Tsarukyan versus that man, Davy Amos.
Round
He
number
comes to the
one.
octagon with a
Ready?
100% takedown defense, but is still a plus 190 underdog. They touch him up. Tsarukyan in the red, Amos in the black. Tsarukyan actually found his cornerman on the plane because his coach couldn't come, but I've spotted Coach Pahumpa in his corner. I know that he's trained over at ATT. Solid cornering for the young man coming into this one.
You see Amos pushing forward early, and as you said before, Paul, he does have tremendous power in his punches. I mean, his jab is so solid, and it's not surprising. I mean, look at the build on the guy. And then when you factor in his jiu-jitsu ability, I mean, you know, he's got some of the best jiu-jitsu on the roster. That allows him the ability to just swing with everything he has, because of course he's not concerned with getting taken down. In fact, that's where he wants to be.
Nice rally of punches there from
Look at that.
That is nice. Really nice turning kick there from Tsarukyan. And just to your point, actually, Michael, Tsarukyan admits that he is not as good a grappler. Oh! Right on the button for Amos.
Beautiful shot.
But he said this is about mixed martial arts, about congealing the separate arts and bringing that multiple attack.
Yep. I'll tell you what though, Tsarukyan looks really fluid on the feet, mixing in different attacks. That spinning back kick before was beautiful. Very, very fast hands.
Yeah, he seems to be the faster, more well-rounded striker in there. I
Yeah.
think the power might go to Amos, but as far as mixing things up,
Yeah, I totally agree, Paul. I think when you look at it, the speed and the striking advantage definitely goes to Tsarukyan, but make no mistake, Amos, if he gets you on the floor, you're in a world of trouble.
Tsarukyan preparing at Krasnodar in Russia for this one, but does spend a lot of time at Tiger Muay Thai and of course American Top Team, which is why we see an ATT cornerman in his corner tonight. The young man getting lots of really good experience and looks going around the world, developing himself and investing in himself as well.
he accepts it. Here we go. This is Amos.
This is the first time Amos has ever been taken down in his career.
I wouldn't even count that as a takedown. He gave that to him. He like fell to his back.
I kind of agree.
Is it like a knee tap which went wrong?
Yeah, he shot in and he didn't get it, so he figured I'll sacrifice this takedown.
Yeah, I
to
think so.
Get to the mat.
Because let's be honest, Tsarukyan looks very threatening on the feet, so he definitely wants it down on the ground. It's in the first round. He's not beaten. They're still not particularly sweaty.
They're dry, so yeah,
exactly.
He can grab onto
so he's
things.
like, okay, you know what? I'll play this game on the floor because I believe I can submit him. And of course, with his skills, he probably can. But of course, this is mixed martial arts, not jiu-jitsu. And as you know, Paul, as most people know, it changes everything. The ability to punch, elbow, and back out of guard. You know, when you're playing jiu-jitsu and you're, you know, initiating and engaging in jiu-jitsu scrambles, when you're playing that game, you will get caught. But like, for example, when I was fighting, if you just don't initiate that game, you don't play that certain jiu-jitsu style, it's harder to submit. If you stall, things like that, you know, it's way harder to catch a submission.
And you see Tsarukyan already keeping his elbows in tight. He recognizes everything that Amos is trying to do, even though you see how fast Amos attacks, grabs, isolates something, but Tsarukyan all over it. Just landed a little while ago a couple really solid ground and pound shots to the chin of Amos.
Following his hips really nicely, keeping square so that Amos doesn't angle off to isolate one of those arms.
Yeah, you'll see that, right, John? Every time you see Amos try to isolate an arm or angle, he'll follow him. Just follow those hips or posture up like he did there, knowing that he's going to try to control the head of Tsarukyan, and he cannot let him do that, especially Davy Amos when he's on his back. If he grabs anything, just get it off. Get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where he wants to be, right here, in this kind of a position. He's got to watch his legs, because Amos will roll under for your knees, too.
If you see, for the most part, Tsarukyan generally has his hands on the chest of Amos, keeping everything close, keeping the elbows tight nice and tightly. That way, there's no openings. There's nothing for Amos to attack.
Yeah, what happens if you put your hands on the canvas, Mike?
He's going to get submitted.
And over 2 minutes of control so far on the ground for Tsarukyan, which we talked about this, right building up to this fight, that both guys are excellent grapplers in two very different spots of that realm, right? Wrestling, jiu-jitsu. But on top like that, nice. Kickboxing so far going to Tsarukyan for the advantage, in my opinion.
Nice variety of strikes from Tsarukyan. Combinations finishing with the kicks. Really showing a nice blend of his arsenal. Last few seconds in this opening round. A nice smile from Arman. We'll be back with round number 2 after this.
Ready?
He's got to mix things up here in round 2.
Touch him up. Round number 2. Round number 1 for Tsarukyan. Excellent striking, but he was effective with his grappling. Didn't just hold position, was looking to advance and do damage. Nice stick and move as well.
Yeah, you see the way he did that. He did a 1-2, then he stepped up on the angle straight away, so he wasn't there to be closed. Whoa!
Big left hook there from Рамос.
Рамос has got some insane power when he lets it go.
And that's what he's got to do, right? He's got to be really aggressive to close the distance. Because you see the movement of Tsarukyan. He's very good on his feet. He's mixing his kicks in nicely.
I just want to also doubly underline that you guys were in fact corrected. That was not a takedown for Tsarukyan. It is still 100% takedown defense for Рамос. Got to shout out Guillermo Cruz, who told me that Рамос has been changing his diet of late, staying 11 pounds lighter, which is allowing him to answer the call to take these kinds of opportunities. Although these two have been paired for a long time, it's just been delayed, but they finally got to duke it out. And that's better from Рамос, who comes forward with a little bit more heat.
Yeah, I like this aggression from Рамос. He's got to close this distance. If he stays on the outside, the kicks are much more fast and technical from Tsarukyan. But he has caught him with these big hooks when he leaps in. That's what he's got to do. He's got to get past this kicking range. So like here, he's got to stay in that tight clinch area.
Yeah, for Рамос, he's got to make it a brawl, right? If he tries to have a technical sparring match or a technical fight against someone as skilled as Tsarukyan, he's going to come up short. He needs to get on the inside. He needs to, throw caution to the wind to a certain degree and swing. He's got the bigger power, and of course he wants to get it on the ground as well. So by just rushing forward with caution, of course, and then letting it swing, he's going to have more success. Standing here at the outside at this kind of range, that's playing into the hands of Tsarukyan all day long. Look at the movement. He shows excellent footwork. He's circling. He'll do a 1-2. He'll step up. He'll throw a spinning back kick and then reset. Рамос has to rush the fight. He needs to make it a brawl.
And he can. When you're built like a bulldozer, a JCB, that's exactly what you can do.
Wow,
Look
at the timing on that double leg. But here we go. This is what I expect to see. He's got that leg, but nice jobs, gets it out of there. And now Рамос in on his own takedown, but he just doesn't have the same wrestling capabilities as Tsarukyan.
Yeah, and that was definitely a takedown that time.
What a level change. Dropped traditional right to that knee, drove in and cut that angle.
Can I say my line now?
Say your line.
Tsarukyan stolen the 100% takedown defense away from Davy Рамос.
Yeah,
that was
and not just that. That's like sends a message because he's saying, hey, listen, Рамос, I know you're trying to take me down. This is how you do it, buddy. This is how you take someone down. If I wanted to, I can.
The 33-year-old Рамос just gave a wry smile across at the 23-year-old Tsarukyan after he ate that leg kick. This is an accomplished performance, isn't it?
Yeah. Good kicks, front kicks up the middle, spinning back kicks, leg kicks. His boxing is sharp, he's fast. He hasn't been flat-footed. Nice body shot. He's got to be careful there. Рамос all over that one.
Yeah, Tsarukyan's looking so good here. Definitely got a bright future. Still got to be careful though.
Yeah, he doesn't want to brawl with
Can't
Рамос.
get complacent because Рамос, as we've said time and time again, one shot could turn your lights out from this man.
Yeah, he throws punches like he's trying to throw a football 100 yards down the field. He steps in, lines up, throws it. So you see it coming, but if it lands, it's going to knock you out. Oh, nice right hand.
Both guys connected there.
Tsarukyan's well-recognized for his strength and conditioning regime.
You're kidding me.
Pretty sickening.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, more fat on a
Shredded
butcher's
out of his
apron.
mind. My old boxing coach,
And look at the
they would
output
say,
from
cut up like a
Tsarukyan.
cheap bag of dope.
Massive advantage on the striking numbers there for both rounds.
And he's getting better as well, Michael.
Yeah, well, he's taking the lead, and he knows that. He's found his rhythm, he's found his timing, he's finding the openings in how much he's striking.
I like that he's going to the body, too, now. You're seeing that.
As we said, Amos is swinging, right, with everything with every shot. But the problem is when you do that, you leave yourself open for counters. Tsarukyan's recognizing that, and he's starting to, the numbers are adding up now.
Goes in on the double once again. Stuff. He's not safe yet. Switches to a single.
Can he get to a takedown?
To run the pipe. Last 10 seconds of round number 2. And Tsarukyan is really mixing his arts. We'll see what they've got in round number 3.
Back to your corners, gentlemen. Good work.
Next Saturday, the hits keep on coming. International superstars clash as Australia's former middleweight champ Robert Whittaker battles UK striking standout Darren
For the
Till.
final round, you ready?
Catch
You ready?
all the Octagon
Have fun,
action right
gents.
here from Fight Island with the entire night simulcast on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Main card at 8, prelims at 5 in the East. What a different stall it was for these fighters. Round of your life, said the Amos corner.
I've got to say, tremendous corner work on both sides. Obviously, Tsarukyan said, listen, you're ahead, you're winning this fight. Do not go for a takedown in this round.
Nice right hand, Michael.
That's going to play into the game. And on the flip side, as you said, Hamos's corner, like, this is the round of your life. You are down 2 rounds. You're going to win this.
Time back in. Have fun.
10-1 favourite, Tsarukyan, the live odds. Assumes the centre of the octagon, opens up with a low leg kick.
Yeah, Amos needs to get the takedown. It's as simple as that. You know, on the feet, he's definitely at a disadvantage.
He beckoned him on. Tsarukyan said, no, you're okay. I'm going to carry on as I am. I'm winning this fight.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on the outside, keep picking your part. Not going to rush in there and let you do your game. Because look at the hooks that Amos is throwing. And he has to. He has to now in the third round. He's got to look for the knockout or the submission.
Hey, you can't be upset by this.
Oh, sat him down. Oh, the timing. Oh, I love how he mixes that right hand to that left high kick. And it's not a switch kick. He uses the momentum of the right hand to just step through and throw that high kick on the left side.
Yeah, Tsarukyan's really good to watch. Any striking coach out there is admiring this because very fluid on the feet, putting together nice combinations. One punch leads to the other, left to the right, always in balance.
I know
a nice variety of shots.
I know that Putin's heaped praising him, but John Gooden's going to give him some praise now as well. When I first met him, he did remind me a little bit of Peter Yan. They were teammates. You know when fighters have that glint in their eye and they carry themselves with a certain confidence? Tsarukyan's that guy, or that kid I should say, is super young.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Look at that. He lands the 1-2. Amos throws the right hand. He lays out. He just slips the shot ever so slightly. Didn't move the feet. Didn't move out of range. And therefore, he was still in range to fire back his own counter. Often we see guys, you know, they move away too much. You want to hit, evade, and then be able to counter. You want to hit again. Well, you can only do that if you stay in the pocket. And that's what he's doing here. Doing a fantastic job. Of course, in between that, he's moving around. He's being evasive. He's moving well. He's avoiding the takedown. But look at that there. Get it again there.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful.
Just enough out of the way to land his own shots. Oh, beautiful head kick.
And again, outstanding striking.
Yeah.
This kid's legit, man. This
Talk
kid is
about this,
legit.
because a lot of fighters will get out the way and they get themselves so far out the way they can't counter. That's not the case with Tsarukyan.
Not at all, and that's what Mike is saying, that's what Tsarukyan is doing so well, that he is moving out of the way of the counter shots of Amos, but just enough where he still is in that range, he's in that pocket, but not taking the damage. The punches are just missing. And then he's coming back with things like head kicks, front kicks to the body, spinning back kicks. It's not just punches.
And he's given
mixing, he's seeing everything in there.
Giving Amos a little decoration on his face as well. That uppercut to the lead left as well.
He's busting him up now here in the
sumptuous.
He could get him out of here if he starts really teeing off. But he's smart. He's not going to rush it.
And hey, listen, this kid has come from a well-heeled family. He hasn't come from, in inverted commas, the ghetto. His father, I don't think, was a big fan of him becoming a professional athlete. He had to go out on his own. He used to work on construction sites to get the money to fund for his camps. He got no backing financially from his family. Very much on his own journey here.
Man, his face, Amos' face is busted up. He's bleeding all over the place now. Tsarukyan looks like he could do this easily for another 2 rounds.
Look at that, Nicholas Dolby admiring the work. We will see him next week.
They're going to take a look to the face.
Right, 1 minute left in this contest. And it's been a really exciting one. A showcase for the striking of Tsarukyan.
Yeah, and if you see the diversity in strikes, he just threw a spinning back kick, then he went to a side kick, obviously crisp boxing technique. This is what Ramos needs. This is what he's been trying to do the entire fight. But with the movement of Tsarukyan, it's been almost impossible.
Go to cage,
and now,
Armand.
when they do clinch, we see again Tsarukyan is the one that's dominating it. He reversed the position.
Oh, he's jumped on his neck.
And his corner said, do not do a takedown in this round. If you cross into the wind, he ignored the corner. And this is like, you know, a Hail Mary opportunity for Ramos to win this fight now. He hasn't got long though, 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds, no way. Tsarukyan's doing enough grappling to stay safe here. Even if he was to get caught in something, there's no way he's going to get tapped out by it.
Nice hook kick.
Tsarukyan retreats back to the center of the octagon.
What?
And I think we're going to hear the horn as a flying kick comes across.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals: 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Armán Tsarukyan.